Hi everyone, I'm Eric Chapman.
And I'm Jason Godot.
And we're from Austin Custom Brass in Kansas City, Missouri. And sitting with us is the true star of this video, and this is the Adams Sonic Trombone. So the Adams Sonic Trombone is a trombone that they make for under $3,000. It is a professional level horn. The bell is handmade. All of the horn is made in the Netherlands. It is something that for under $3,000, I don't think anything else in the market compares to it. Let me show you some of the features about this horn physically that I really like, and then we're going to talk about the instrument itself. So, I said yellow brass bell. Yellow brass on the main tuning slide, and then rotary valve. One of the things that I like about the valve, we get kind of close in for this so you can see it. Two things. One, see the contour on the paddle, which makes it really comfortable. And this is all adjustable. So I can rotate this, you can see here, so I can rotate it to fit me. And right here, if you can see that, you can adjust it and you can move it up or down to make it fit your hand, to make it most comfortable for you to play. And that's a feature that I think is really unique and very cool on an instrument of this price range, $3,000. This is something I would expect to see on a custom-made horn, and it is actually a feature that is on the custom Adams TB1 with the rotary valve with the Miles Schmidt. So they have brought that over, and I really am quite appreciative of that because should be considered for a few different groups of people, one of which being the student looking for their first professional horn. So somebody who's a sophomore, junior, senior in high school, or a young college student who's looking for that first professional level horn. I like that it has this in it, some of the features that are available in the custom horns, but it's great for under $3,000. Jason and I were talking earlier, and so there's another category of person. I'm going to have Jason kind of introduce that category of person, and we'll talk about it.
Well, the category of person that we're talking about is a professional that doesn't always play on a horn such as this. Like for myself, I play in a lot of sections, and I also play a lot of lead playing. So I play on an instrument that's much different than what you see right here. And what I like about this instrument is the fact that while I don't always play an F trigger instrument, that this is very easy to walk into. And the sound and the setup that I get from it is actually really great. So that if I wanted to play pedal tones in a different setting, if I wanted to be kind of a fake bass trombone player, for example, if I wanted to do something like that, wanted to get around where I had to play different types of notes, or even if I just wanted to play in a band. I mean, in a not a jazz band, but in a band,
like a community band,
exactly,
orchestra, small group, brass, quintet, Easter gigs.
Yeah,
people call.
This would fit it. Hopefully they call. So this would fit the bill, and for somebody like me that just really I just want a horn that I can use, mm-hmm. which is where most professionals are. This will fit the bill, and you won't have to pay $5,000 or $6,000 for a brand spanking new
Well, and I think
instrument.
and I think that's a really good point you bring up when you talk about the elite line, and there are a lot of great companies that have really great elite level horns,
Mm-hmm.
but they are in that $5,000-6,000 sort of range, which is maybe not where you are, or some students, or just anybody. Money's money. We got bills to pay, other things, and
Sure.
we'd all love to have the most expensive trombone, but we need a trombone that does what we need it to do and does it at a high level of quality. And where I think that the Adams Sonic really sticks out is, so if you have your elite horn here, and there are companies that have great elite horns, and then they have their next line, and it's not always that close. I have one of the TB1s, the Adams custom TB1s, and it's a great horn. I love my Adams TB1. But the distance between the elite horn on the TB1 and the Sonic, you can kind of see that, it's much closer. I don't feel like I'm sacrificing a whole lot when I pick up the Adams Sonic versus the TB1. Now, is the money difference worth it on the TB1? Of course it is. It's the custom line, professional level, elite, that's their Lamborghini of the horns.
Sure.
And I'm not going to say that this is like the Camry. This is more like the lower level Lexus. It's really that good. It's not a great step away from, a big step away from the elite level horn that Adams makes. And I think that's part of what makes this so valuable and really attractive, is that not every manufacturer is giving you this much quality for under $3,000 on an instrument. Some of the other things that we were talking about that we really like, again, going back to kind of just the physical nature of the horn, is on the rotor that it's not horribly loud, it's not clangy, it's not clunky. So it's very easy, to use. Let me get this out of Jason's face. He's a handsome man. I don't want to obscure you, but it's easy, it's comfortable, but it's not loud, it's not clangy, it's not clunky. It has a nice compact throw. It's not really long to the note. So especially for somebody that doesn't spend a lot of time using the F horn, most of their daily driver is going to be an open straight horn.
Sure.
They want something. You want something. You can just jump in. You don't have to spend extra time practicing, getting reacquainted with the F attachment to go take a gig.
No, and I don't want to jump in.
No, please jump in.
But this was for me. I'm not currently on an F attachment instrument a lot, and so for me to walk into this and put it on my face, it felt just as comfortable as if I had never stopped playing, the F attachment on a regular basis. So that's what you want, and that's what you want to have when you're looking at walking into a new instrument, is how is it going to affect you? How is it going to relate to you? Well, what I can say is my own personal testimony about this is that it's a great instrument. It's a great instrument to pick up. It's a great instrument to play.
One of the things that I really like about this instrument is the tone from the bell. It's got great clarity, great projection, but it fills the whole room up. It's not a small sound.
No.
It's a really big, robust, full, rich trombone sound. There's nothing about it that's apologetic. It is.
Oh, yeah,
it's everything you want.
Face,
yeah, it's everything you want from a trombone. Maybe the people sitting in front of you don't want that out of the trombone, but we want that out of the trombone. But I really like how versatile the tone is as well. You know, how many different things you can do with it, playing solo literature, ensemble, small group, large group. You know, again, going back to the idea of a student, somebody that maybe they have one trombone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you had to play it in jazz band, I definitely think you could. I don't think that in any way, shape, or form that this horn would be out of place in a small group.
No.
You know, at all.
And even the singing quality, because this instrument does have a very, very singing quality about it. So that if you were to play a ballad, if you were to play some kind of solo passage, and you just, you know, even if you want to put your small horn down for just a second and just emote,
Yeah.
you can do that with this instrument.
And that's a great thing you brought up, and one of the things that I love about all the Adams instruments on the trombones is that the way the sound kind of goes around you, like you live inside of the sound on the Adams trombone sound. So what I like about that, and why I'm connecting that to what he was talking about emotion, is I think it's really, really easy to be emotionally reactive to your own playing, which makes it a lot of fun.
Sure.
I mean, if I'm being honest, it's a lot of fun to be that connected. But I think it also makes it easier to communicate your idea to the audience because
Certainly.
you are living inside of the sound. You're not waiting for it to come back. You're not kind of guessing. You're not trying to manage it, but hope. You are very aware of the sound as you play. And when it comes to dynamics, especially expressive dynamics, I think that's really, it's a benefit. It's a huge benefit to your playing. And this instrument really gives that.
Yep. Yep.
But for under $3,000, I don't think anything comes close to the Sonic. It's just really sticks out in the market at that price point. I think it's
Sure.
the sort of horn that if somebody said, hey, this is a $4,000 horn, I really wouldn't bat an eye. I'd be like, yeah, I believe it.
Mhm.
And I wouldn't feel badly about it being that price point.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Jason, do you have anything else to add about the instrument?
No, I say pick the instrument up and let it speak for itself to you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. If you have questions, please let us know. Give us a call, 816-410-0826. Come into the shop in Kansas City. We'd love for you to try out not only the Sonic, but other horns we have in stock. If we're at one of the shows, so especially in the Midwest, like the Missouri Music Education Association, Kansas Music Education, down in Texas Music Education, Midwest in Chicago, ITF, any place that you see Austin Custom Brass, you see Adams, come over, try one. I think you're going to be really satisfied, really happy that you did. Even if you're not in the market for this type of horn, but you're a private teacher, you're a professor, and you want to know what type of instruments are out there for students that are in the market for a horn at this price point, I think it's really something that you would be excited to try out.
I agree.
Thank you.